Hey everybody, welcome. This is Maestro. We're broadcasting live from London and we're going to do an unboxing of the iPad Pro 12.9 inch, this year's version, the one that has the M1. So here we are in my flat here in London where we will unbox the M1 iPad Pro 12.9 inch version of the iPad Pro. Brett is here. Brett, since you were in the previous broadcast, the previous live stream, how does the video and audio quality of this live stream compare to the last one? So let me know. This is what Apple calls the 5th generation of the iPad Pro. Last year, some people call it by the year, so they call it 2021 instead of 5th generation. Apple calls it 5th generation. Last year, of course, was the 4th generation, was the 2020 iPad. And the year before that, the 3rd generation, or 2 years before that, 2018 was the 3rd generation. Very similar, actually. Which is good or bad or what? Because I know sometimes we're not getting the high quality YouTube broadcast for some reason. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. So if you recall, the 4th generation iPad Pro was only a small bump improvement over the 3rd generation. I did not actually recommend people to get the 4th generation if you already had a 3rd generation. Like, no point in upgrading because it just wasn't worth it. Just the improvement was too small. However, with the 5th generation, it's a pretty big improvement. So if you have a 3rd generation iPad Pro or earlier, I would definitely recommend to upgrade, probably even over the 4th one. Periscope was fine. Okay, well, that's good to know because that's not always the case. So without further ado, let's do the unboxing of the iPad Pro. So let's move some of these other devices out of the way. By the way, this is the old iPad Pro. So this is not an M1 version. But it's the same size. It's 12.9 inch. It's also spay gray, I think. Oh no, or is it silver? Maybe it's silver actually. And it has the Magic Keyboard. Magic Keyboard's available in white now, or in this color. So that's what it looks like. So it's going to look about the same. It's going to be ever so slightly thicker, 0.5 millimeter thicker. And it's slightly heavier, I think on the order of 40 grams or something like that. So let's move this stuff out of the way. The older one is silver, so Brett has confirmed, since I'm kind of not good with my colors. So the older one is silver, the new one is going to be space gray. So you know what? I would have been okay with the silver one, as it turns out, because I don't mind this as much as I thought I would. Silver is all right. All right, let's go to the unboxing. Do you sell your old devices or keep them? So that's a good question, Rebecca. Sometimes I sell them, sometimes I keep them. Usually I keep them. So like this one, I'm gonna keep. In fact, when I went to the store, they said, hey, you can do this as an upgrade. We will buy this for you, okay? So they were willing to buy it. They were gonna give me like 400 pounds for it or something like that, which isn't that much money. But hey, I looked online, and depending on who some of the sales were going from around that range to about between 400 and 800 pounds. So I don't know, I'll keep it. I like to have 2. Once I have more than 2 and I have a 3rd one, then I like to get rid of the 3rd one because that's kind of excessive. So I do have 2. I have 2 of these. I have 2 MacBook Pros. I have 2 iPad Pros. And then you have iPad minis. I probably have, I don't even know. I don't even want to say how many of those I have. I have a lot of those. More than 2. Anyways, so here we go. Let's do the unboxing. So let's place this down, turn it so we can see it a little bit better. And we're just going to pull on this tab. I think that's all we do. Whoa, there you go. pull on the tab, and look at that. It comes off very nicely. Apple spends a lot of R&D just on packaging, believe it or not, and they're really into getting the right sound and the right feel. Like when the way the box comes up and off of the thing, they actually spend a lot of time working on getting the right sound and feel of the box. So a lot of people have made commentaries about the experience of unboxing Apple products, as crazy as that might sound. So it does pull off very relatively nicely. There you go. And there we go. We have the plastic, which we will handle. Got to hand it to Apple for their unboxability. Yeah, their unboxing, it really is like it's a pleasant experience. And now we will lift the box. And they have it too, so like the velocity they take into account the velocity of the box coming up. So the idea is you don't want it to come up too fast nor too slow. So there's sort of an optimal feeling of lifting the box up. So it should feel kind of tight so it doesn't come up. You love the iWatch boxes, yeah. And I've noticed that particularly with the new iMacs boxes, if you bought one of the new iMacs that just came out, when you pull it open, it pulls out in all directions. It's more fun to open your new toy with ease. Yes, that's the whole point. Is they want to make it with ease, but you don't want the box to come up too fast either, because the idea is I don't know. It creates a little bit of pleasure that it's here. Let me lift it so you can see what I'm talking about. So it lifts with just like, I don't know if you want to call that resistance or whatever it is, but it's kind of a nice feeling. And there it is, the iPad Pro, the new one in space gray, and it's covered in plastic. There's another little tab. So there's the Apple logo. There's the smart connectors here at the bottom. So there you go, the iPad Pro. No frustration, exactly. And then what else is left? Not too much. So you have this here, which will be like your instruction cards, warranty. It comes with a USB-C to USB-C cable now. So that's been the latest way that Apple has been doing it, instead of the USB for the power, USB-C. If you've gotten an iPhone recently, you have USB-C to Lightning, and then the old ones used the USB-A. More to open on the inside. So let me just show you what's in here. There's not very much. As you can see, there's a little instruction tablet on the iPad Pro. Usually there's some stickers. There's a warranty card. There's the magic key you need on anything with that has a SIM card. And there, of course, are the stickers. So the stickers, sometimes Apple uses these sort of generic stickers. Sometimes they have colored stickers. If you get the iMacs, for instance, I believe those are colored. So there you go. So warranty card, instruction card, and the SIM insertion tool, or whatever it's called. And that all goes into this little box here. So we have the cable, we have the charger. This is a UK charger since I bought it in London, but they also sell chargers, of course, for Europe and the United States. They finally got their, actually I have a USB-C to USB-C finally. This is a problem because in some products they do not. So this is USB-C to USB-C, which is nice. But in some devices it's USB-C to Lightning, and in some of them it is the USB-A to Lightning. So that's it for the box. There's nothing else in there. And this look at this, it has a little cutout for the camera lens, which is quite nice. So it has basically everything. The only thing that's kind of interesting to me is, why does it have Why does it have this little indentation over here? I'm not sure what that's about. Huh. But anyways, I guess that's the, I'm not sure what that is for. How many watts is the charger? That's a good question. So let's open that up because I don't really remember. I should know, but I don't. Does it say? It doesn't say on the charger. Huh. Of course it doesn't say. So I don't know. The correct answer is I don't know. So there's the UK system. You see it's a three-prong system to the UK. Europe has basically, do I have a Europe charger here? Europe, if you know, has a two-prong one. So this is European plugs. Okay, so most of my products, of course, are European plugs. And then the US has a different one, which is also based on two prongs, but it's they're a different shape. They're like flat. All right, so there we have that. So we have everything. So the only thing left to do is to take the plastic off of the iPad Pro. So let's do that. Oh, and it peels off very nicely. You can do it very slow. Feels good, sounds good. The third prong is earth. Yes, third prong is earth or ground, for grounding. So there you go. It's all shiny and new. There is the space gray version. There's the smart connector. And there you go. And let's take the old one. So here's my old iPad Pro. Da-da-da-da. And we'll put the new one on in its place. So you gotta turn it to the right direction. And there you go, it snaps on. It snaps on, and you have keyboard with the Magic Keyboard Plus. So there you go, the unboxing of the iPad Pro. Then when you're all finished, you can put this all away. Well, actually, maybe I'll take the charger out. Should I take the cable out? Then I'll take the cable out. I have a lot of USB-C cables. You can put the box away. Lots of Apple people actually save all their boxes for whatever reason. I never used to, but I started doing it because it is kind of fun to just have all the boxes in case you ever need them. I'm not quite sure why you would ever need them. But there you go. And look, it's all shiny and new. And you can even see my DJI OM4 device sticking up there. Now box it up again and do a fake unboxing on Heckle. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I will do a fake unboxing on Heckle, but I'm probably not gonna. I already threw away the plastic. If I wanted to be really clever, I would have kept all the plastic in a good shape, so I could make it look like it's a real unboxing. But I'm not going to go to that level. I've already crumpled up the plastic. But yeah, there you go. iPad Pro Plus, or not Plus, iPad Pro. When you purchase the adapter plug on Amazon, it's at 18 watts. Oh, really? So maybe it is, let's take a look. I was thinking 20 for some reason, but I really don't remember anymore. So it looks like it is, I think it might be 20. I'm not really sure. I'm looking at the history of USB power adapters. So it started out with 5, which came with phones earlier than the iPhone 11. They moved to 10 watts with the iPod Air 2 and the Mini 2, 3, and 4. They went to 12 watts with the iPad Pro first and second generations, and a lot of iPads. And they moved to 18 watts with the 4th generation. And then they have a 20 watt, which started with the iPad 8th generation and the iPad Air 4th generation. So I'm suspecting 20 watts, but let's see. It says it supports up to 30. So it supports up to 30, but how many is in the actual charger? I don't know. Maybe one of you guys knows. So it's going to be, it's either 18 or 20 watts. So from Apple support. Okay, what did Rebecca say? Another search just now says output 20 watts. So it looks like it's 20 watts. Google search said the USB-C is 20 watts and the plug 96 watts. That's what's on the Apple Store. Confused. Yeah, so I think it's 20 watts. So it's 20, let's just assume it's 20 watts because that'll make me feel better. And I think the 20 watts, you can also buy a 20 watt charger for the new iPhone. And I also have somewhere, where is it? So I also have this charger from Apple. This is for the iMac. No, this is for the MacBook Pros. This one is 87 watts. So this will do 87 watts. So this will charge things very quickly. The phones have no charger except in Europe, or at least in France, where, wait a second. Yeah, there was no charger in France. You know what they did have in France is they had the earbuds. So Apple does not ship iPhones with earbuds except in France, where they do, because they're required to do it by law. So they actually add on a separate packaging on top of the iPhone box, which has your earbuds. So that's a nice touch, I guess. So there you go, the iPad Pro unboxing. Now I just have to set it up. USA has no charger. Yeah. Apple's goal is to have no charger and no earbuds everywhere. There are some jurisdictions which require Apple to ship either earbuds and or a charger, and then of course in those jurisdictions they do that. So there you go. All right, well, I guess we're going to end this live stream here. I will be doing another live stream where I will go out and about in London, and I'll show you the parks, and we'll do a quick walk around before I take my train trip to Bristol. Do you fully charge your gear before first use? Is that a good idea, Brett? Make people spend more. Yes. It's supposedly to cut down on greenhouse gas emissions. Some people are skeptical about that. Could be a cost-cutting move to reduce the cost of new devices. Lots of people do have chargers and cables already, and earpods or AirPods like I do. Always a good idea. This was fun. Time to sleep. All right, Carl, have a nice sleep. Glad you got to see the unboxing. And I'll do 2 more live streams today. One where I'll just do a little walk around London, and then the second one, my train trip to Bristol, and maybe a third one where I show you Bristol, walk around Bristol. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.